SFUSD, that's the place to be. SFUSD, bienvenidos a Tijuana. SFUSD, everyone come and see. SFUSD, join our family. S is for students, F for families too. U is for united, talking about me and you. S for solidarity, D is for diversity. SFUSD.
Hello, scientists. How are you today? Oh, sounds like some of you are a little tired. I get that. We're past the middle of the week and we're just so close to the weekend. Well, we'll all get a break soon during the weekend, but in the meantime, we have some learning to do. This week, we've been answering questions from different students in San Francisco. And this week, all of the questions have been about plants. That's right. Monday and Tuesday, we learned about plant parts and their life cycle. Yesterday, we talked about edible and inedible plants. What are some edible plants that you know of? Yeah, you're all correct. Onions, sour grass, apples, spinach, and many, many more. Wow. Now, scientists, I was thinking we could apply some of our learning. I learned something special about the life cycle. Sometimes plants can start the life cycle over again without seeds. It's called propagation, or to propagate. Can you say that? Propagate? Good job. That word means to grow something from a cutting or a piece of a plant. You can actually do this with a lot of edible plants from your kitchen. Today, I'm going to show you how to propagate potatoes and cilantro, an herb. Let me get my little science kitchen set up. I'm also going to wear some gloves because I'm going to be handling food and dirt. All right, so now we're going to learn how to propagate potato. First, you'll need a potato. You will need some soil, and I already have some in a pot, which I already have. You will also need a cutting board, and today I'm using a plate. And you will need an adult that can help you use a knife. If you are an older student and you have adults' permission, you can use the knife on your own. But otherwise, get some help, please. So, we're going to look at the potato, and you want to look for the eyes. Now, we're not going to look for a human eye. No, we're looking for the little bumps that we notice on potatoes that we usually just don't like to eat and we scrape off. We're going to take note of where we see a lot. So do you see more eyes on this side of the potato or this side? You're right. There's like none on this side. So let's use this side. So when you're going to propagate a potato, you have to cut it, or at least the way we're doing it. And I didn't bring my good knife, but we're going to work with what we have. If your potatoes are still good, you can save the half that you don't use. Oh, that broke. You could save this part and use it for some food, but if it's already past its point, you can compost it. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to make some space, and I'm going to have to take out some more dirt because we want it to be as deep as possible. And scientists, did you know that the part of the plant we're eating when we're eating a potato, we're eating a root? I know, isn't that weird? So we're going to make some space, make sure it's a little compacted. And we're going to put the eyes up, just like us. Our eyes are on top of our bodies. Well, not on top. We're going to pop it in and press the dirt around, give it a little hug. And then we're going to add some more to cover it. Time to get covered. Ooh, there's some animals here. Get into the dirt, help it out. And scientists, make sure that that you're propagating in an area that you can get a little messy, or make sure you put down a tablecloth before you get to work. So my potato is still sticking out, so we're going to add some more soil. It's going to get too dry that way. Still need some more right in the middle. Eso. Right. Then make sure it has something to sit on. If your pot has a hole in the bottom, add some water. And let it settle. Because it's the first time this dirt has had water in a while. Let it settle in. You can use the knife to pat down. And put it in a nice sunny spot. And every few days, touch the soil. And if you notice that it's really dry, add a little bit of water to make sure that it stays hydrated, because all living things need water. And after a couple weeks, you'll start to see some growth. And that's how we propagate potatoes. There are other ways, but this is how we're learning how to do it today. All right, now, what else did I want to show you? Ah, yes, one of my favorite herbs. I use it a lot. Have any of you used cilantro? Awesome, many of you have. Cilantro is so delicious. It is used in a lot of Mexican dishes like salsa or as a topping for stews. And I even add some to my guisado de albóndigas. That's meatball soup. This herb is also very easy to propagate. You don't need very much of it to get started. You can just grab a couple sprigs. You'll need cilantro, water, a small cup, which already has my water, and some scissors. Make sure that you ask an adult's permission to use these. But let me show you what to do. So, my cilantro I've had for a while, so I'm gonna have to work a little harder to find some that are still viable. This one looks good. Like I said, you just need a couple sprigs, so that means a couple stems. Oh yeah, that one's at its end. We want some nice juicy leaves. I think those might have to just be it. All right, we'll just do these three. So, you're gonna put your water in your jar, and if you have a smaller jar, that would be even better. You're gonna take the stems and cut some off the bottom. I like to line them up. And this one that's really not doing well, we're gonna cut more off of that one. So I'm gonna do, put it like that. All right. And then snip, I'm gonna put it in my compost pile. You wanna make a nice clean cut. Make sure you don't rip up the cilantro. And you put it in the water. And by tomorrow, these actually won't be as wilted as they are now. Oh, and that one I guess got a little too short. But this you wanna make sure that you put in a nice sunny spot, and when you see the water go down, you add some more. In a couple of days, you will start to notice some new things on your cilantro stems. So keep an eye out. And if you start to see little yellow things on the top, I'm sure you can guess, but they're flowers. But did you see that? Super easy. Once the cilantro stems have sprouted new roots, you can plant it and regrow the cilantro plant. Or you can just use up your new cilantro leaves and make a tasty dish. Well, scientists, this plant propagation has been really fun. Which plant will you try to propagate at home? Ooh, that sounds fun. I hope you get some new plants from that. Our time is up for today, but I had a lot of fun, and I hope you did too. Tomorrow, we're gonna talk even more about edible plants. I can't wait to learn with you again, scientists.
Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Hand washing is one of the best ways to stay healthy all year long.
Hello, Mr. Ryther here. I'm here to sing you a song that I wrote called Put It in the Compost. What do you do with an apple core? Do you grab a 2x4 and whack it to the moon? What do you do with a paper cup? Do you tie and send it up with a helium balloon? No, you put it in the compost. Yeah, you put it in the compost. Yeah, you put it in the compost. And let the worms go to town. Break it down, break it down. Put it in the compost. Yeah, you put it in the compost. Yeah, you put it in the compost. And let the worms go to town. Break it down, break it down, break it down. What do you do with an eggshell? Do you throw it down a well? Do you hide it in mom's purse? What do you do with a moldy peach? Do you take it to the beach? Do you teach it how to surf? No, you put it in the compost. Yeah, you put it in the compost. Yeah, you put it in the compost. And let the worms go to town. Break it down, break it down. Put it in the compost. Yeah, you put it in the compost. Yeah, you put it in the compost. And let the worms go to town. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Come on, worms, help me break this thing down. That's it. Wiggle it, jiggle it. Turn this mess into something good. If you want your garden a blossoming, you better learn the ins and outs of composting. You put your garbage in, all rotten and spoiled, and it turns into beautiful, luscious, fertile soil. What you gonna do with that leftover food? What you gonna do? You put it in the compost. Yeah, you put it in the compost. Yeah, you put it in the compost. And let those worms, you let those worms break it down. You let those worms break it down.
This is when Grandma took me to the fair and she bought me this nice dress.
Oh, I love that picture of you and her. So cute.
Oh, and this is when I sent her a letter with a collage and it says, I love you. Oh,
And it's time for bed. I love you. Good night.
love you more.
Samaya, I keep telling you, you cannot love me more. I'm bigger than you.
Again, that's not true.
It is true, Samaya. You're only 8, and I don't even know if you really even know what love is. You're so little.
That's not true either.
Okay, well, what is true is that it's time for bed. Good night.
No. Love is when you care about someone and they care about you and you will do anything for each other. And it doesn't even begin at your size or your age.
Okay, well, this conversation ends with you going to sleep. Good night.
Wait.
Yes,
I'll
ma'am.
prove it to you.
Okay.
You know that book where the little girl, she gets the duck and she takes care of that duck?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Read it to us.
I know what book you're talking about. You're talking about Love Is.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why you keep saying us, because it's only me and you in this room, and you are going to sleep.
Actually, me, you, and them.
Oh, hi friends. It's me, Miss Nikki. You did not tell me that anybody else was here. It's me, Miss Nikki, and Samaya. And Samaya is getting ready to go to bed.
Mom,
Yes, Samaya.
the book,
Samaya.
please.
Okay. Since you're here, I'm going to read a book to you and you. The book is called Love Is, and it is by Diane Adams and illustrated by Claire Keene. And I'm going to read it so somebody gets to stay up a little bit longer.
Wait, can I help read?
Samaya and I are going to read what love is. And of course, we're going to thank Samaya for suggesting this book, but we're also going to thank our friends at Chronicle Books for sharing this wonderful story with us called Love Is. Love is holding something fragile, tiny wings and downy head. I wonder what she's holding. Oh, she's holding a little tiny duck.
Love is noisy midnight feedings, shoebox right beside the bed.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine hearing a duck quack all night? It's like hearing you sleep or snore all night.
I do not snore.
She does snore. It's peaceful sleeping, no more peeping, tucked in tightly head to toes. Love is waking up together, side by side, and beak to nose.
It's early mornings, messy bath times, tidying up and settling down.
Love is in familiar voices, feeling lost, and being found. It's in the struggles, growing muscles, ready for a bigger pond or a bigger bathtub.
It's sensing when the time is right to lift those wings to travel on.
Oh, all the other ducks are flying away, and he's looking out the window, wanting to fly too. Love is nudging, gently tugging, coaxing baby from the nest. It's getting to the edge and hoping, letting nature do the rest.
Love is missing, reminiscing, just like we were doing with Grandma.
Yes, we were reminiscing about Grandma because we miss her so much.
Wishing things could stay the same.
It's understanding even ducklings, like the seasons, have to change. And love is also watching, waving, wondering if love remembers you. And knowing in a happy instant that love lasted
And
has grown some too. Oh, I love that story. Maybe you're right. Maybe little people like you do know what love is.
Uh-huh.
Wow. She loved that duck. She cared for that duck. She shared with that duck. And she even let the duck go when it was time for the duck to grow. And
Wait. She what?
She loved the duck. And I think the duck loved her too. In fact, even though their love changed, it turns out that their love actually grew. Well, it is time for Samaya to go to sleep. But I appreciate that we read this story together. You know, love isn't about how big you are or how old you are, I guess. Everyone can love someone or something, and everyone needs someone or something to love them back. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's what love is.
Yep.
What do you think love is?
That's a good answer.
Too bad we can't find out more because Samaya is going to bed. Good night. Goodbye, friends.
Bye.
Until next time.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Jyoti.
Hi everyone, And I am Mr. Bongo.
And we're from San Francisco Ballet's Dance in Schools and Communities program. And today, we're going to celebrate Asian American and Pacific Islander Month. We're going to learn about a community from Punjab, a state in India and Pakistan. Now, this particular community came to California over 100 years ago. That was a long time ago. And they worked on the farms in California. Now, while they were on the farms, these Punjabi men met Mexican women and they decided to get married. There were over 400 of these mixed Punjabi Mexican families throughout the state of California. Sometimes they would mix their food together, and they would mix the kind of religious and cultural traditions they had together. Now, we did a performance with Ensembles Ballet Folklórico de San Francisco exploring this community. The performance is called Half and Halves. I'm going to teach you a little bit from that performance. Unfortunately, the Punjabi Mexican kids experienced some teasing and some bullying when they went to school. We made a dance where they say, you know what, I'm proud to be Punjabi Mexican. And I'm going to teach you a little bit of that. Let's go. Now the first movement I'm going to teach you starts with this hand going across like this, and the other hand, so you're making kind of an X. This is our half and half movement. So we're going to go 1, 2, together. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2. Now, I'm going to ask you to say something along with me. When we do here and here, I want you to say half and half. 5, 6, 7, 8, half and half. 5, 6, 7, 8, half and half. Wonderful! Now our next movement. You're going to take your hands in a circle like this, using your wrists. Here. One arm's high, one is low. Here. And now, switch this side. So it's going to look like 1, 2. Do it with me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. I'm going to add the hips. We're going to push, push. Make sure your knees are bent. Try it with me. Push, push. Okay, let's add the arms. 1, 2. Let's try it again. 1, 2. Okay, I'm going to have you say something else with me. Indian, Mexican, 5, 6, 7. Indian, Mexican, 5, 6, 7. Indian, Mexican. Wonderful. Now watch. Half and half. Indian, Mexican. Can you do that with me? Here we go. 5, 6, 7. Half, half. Indian, Mexican. Again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Half and half. Indian, Mexican. Thank you so much for learning this dance from our performance of Half and Halves. And I hope you learned about a community that you didn't know about before. And we know we can be creative. We can come up with an idea and make a dance that's about that idea. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Welcome, musicians! My name is Mr. Omar, and I teach music with the San Francisco Ballet Dance in schools and community programs. Usually, I teach in SFUSD schools, but for now, I'm teaching from my home, and I am so excited to play music with you today. Let's start. Today, I am going to show how to practice fun drumming using musical instruments, drumsticks, like these ones, and also using sport equipment, like this exercise ball. Yes, if you watch one of my previous segments with San Francisco Love Learning, I explained some cool stroke combinations with your drumstick. But now, I can tell you how you can have fun with them. The combinations are single strokes, which means one hand and then the other one. Right, left, right, left, right, left. And then you can go a little bit faster. And then faster. And then faster. And faster. And faster. The second one, double strokes, is 2 strokes each hand. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. And then you go a little bit faster. And faster. And faster. And the funny one, paradiddles. Paradiddle. Paradiddle. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. And then you can go faster. And faster. And faster. Faster. Woo! That was a lot of work. Thank you for making music with me today. I am so glad you could join me as we learn about creativity through music. Enjoy the rest of the program. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello, I'm Superintendent Dr. Vincent Matthews of the San Francisco Unified School District. It made me so happy to spend time with you today. I hope you had fun too.
What did you make on the show today? Submit your content here using the QR code or go to bit.ly, bit.ly/SFUSD, yes, why yes, and watch all of our episodes at sfusd.edu/SF-loves-learning.
And now it's time to say goodbye. So let's sing our goodbye song. For this song, you have to use your whole body. Will you sing it with me? Are you ready? Wave high, wave low. For now, it's time to go. Wave your elbows, wave your toes, wave your tongue, and wave your nose. Wave your knees, wave your lips. Blow a kiss with your fingertips. Wave your ears, wave your hair. Wave your belly and wave your derriere. Wave your chin, wave your eye. For now it's time to say goodbye. Bye-bye.
SFUSD, that's the place to be. SFUSD, bienvenidos a Tijuana. SFUSD, everyone come and see. SFUSD, join our family.